All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Triple P podcast. We talk about everything peace, prosperity, progress, and anything else you can possibly think of. And I really mean that when I say it today as well, because we got somebody that I have had the pleasure of knowing since I first came out the womb and, escaped that realm into the next. You know what I'm saying? It's my cousin Noah. Very glad to have him here. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the people what you do, what you got going on.
Yeah, my name is Noah. I'm Eli's cousin. I'm 25. I'm currently in Denver. I work at a dispensary currently. I'm a bud tender. So I mainly just sell weed products most of the time. Originally from Huntsville, though.
Yep, born and raised in Alabama. Decided to go ahead and go up north, experience that life for a while. And I guess one of the first questions I want to ask you is, what is the main differences between living in the South versus living in the North, you would say?
Parallel parking. It's really bad.
You got to do it everywhere you go, basically.
I've almost hit like 3 cars, so we never really practice it much down here.
No, it doesn't really happen much. Unless you're near a big stadium or something.
Honestly. Overall, traffic is a lot worse. It's bumper to bumper in most places.
Oh my gosh.
8-lane highways and shit.
Yeah.
No.
Cops overall aren't as bad. You usually don't get pulled over as often. Unless you get like a tag violation or something. Besides like legal cannabis, it's pretty much the same thing. Overall, Huntsville and Denver have close to the same kind of vibe, I would say.
That's good to know that Denver has that same kind of vibe as Huntsville does, because I enjoy Huntsville's vibe for the most part. But there's not too many groupings of cops anywhere, so you can kind of sit with your homies and do whatever you want to. You can also go out and experience the loud vibes of the vehicles, because people will just stomp it down like 100 and going way too fast around a curb, and then that's how the wrecks happen. Then they also get hydroplaned in the middle of a 4-way intersection in 8 lanes. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
How's the pedestrian traffic?
It's really bad. Especially where I'm at, it's kind of like the South Metro area. There's a bunch of kind of like pedestrian walkways where they have these flashing lights. So you'd be driving through the city, and then these lights will pop up, and you're like, oh, fuck. I'm about to hit these fuckers. And it's like out of nowhere. You'd be going like 40, but you're expected to stop for them. And it's like, it's not going to be safe if I stop. I might hit you anyways, but you got to stop anyways. And they'll look at you like you're a dumbass, but it's like, why are you walking? I'm about to fucking be in the walkway. So that sucks. But overall,
So they can just stop and flash at any point?
Any point.
Oh my God.
And you got to stop for them.
Even if you're halfway through?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Also, there's a large amount of homeless population. It's a sad thing, but there's a bunch of people out there. You have to be careful of them. A lot of the times they're pissed off. It's kind of understandable, but at the same time, you got to be careful of them because they'll walk out in the middle of the road. It's the middle of traffic for no reason, trying to punch your car. So you can either clap them and then not worry about it, or be a good person and kind of watch for them,
You ever seen a homeless person like punch somebody's window and break it and try and grab something out of their car or something?
Yeah. One time when I was there on vacation, a dude came up and, of course I didn't see him, but we went down to the car. We were going to the mountains to go riding, and it was the year before I moved there. We were on vacation. And somebody had threw a rock through the passenger side of our rental.
Oh my gosh.
They stole my Glock, stole my Ray-Bans, they stole my buddy's wireless speaker and a bunch of gift cards.
Oh.
The cops really couldn't do shit about it. And
because there was no proof.
There was no proof.
No missing evidence either.
So did they have cameras in the garage where your car was at?
No.
I figured not.
They don't really have to, so they're not going to. It happens too often.
So it was just like me and a buddy of mine went up to Birmingham. He got his window knocked out when we were in a concert. Well, we parked in a parking garage. He got his window knocked out. Somehow, none of the glass was pushed in the car. When we came back, there was a tiny shard of glass missing. It was inside the car, and then the rest of it was just shattered, you know what I'm saying? And then we could just push it in. Like, he opened the car door, and all of it just fell.
That's terrible.
And then we asked the security guards, and they said, well, there's nothing we could do. There's no security cameras anywhere. We didn't walk around and see nothing. They were like, you don't have security cameras? Like, they wouldn't let us see the security footage. And we stayed there for like 30 or 45 minutes trying to get them to let us see the security footage. Because, like, somebody broke the window out, and they ain't going to, like, you're not going to pay for it. You're not going to get no insurance information from nobody. You didn't see any suspicious people walking out here, like, worried as hell. With no car, especially. Like, no.
Yeah, I mean, and Birmingham's kind of bad about security. Like, the cops, they're heavy around there. But as far as, if you're not in downtown, like immediate downtown Birmingham, it's more dangerous. Like, because where we went to Iron City to see Kosher and Traplin Pat,
That was
like,
a good area.
that was a great show. Not talk about that sometime. But anyway, it was only like 43 cents to park there for 12 hours, by the way. I'm like, why do you even have a parking meter at that point?
It was cheap.
But anyway,
Which, honestly, we took a while to figure out if that was actually the parking meter site because it was so hard to see the writing.
it is fucky, but that part of Birmingham is pretty safe. Like, honestly, downtown Birmingham, oddly enough, is one of the safest parts. But would you say downtown Denver is more safe, or would you say the metropolitan, like, surrounding parts is more safe? Or is Denver just a pretty safe city overall? Because I imagine Colorado being more safe than, like, a lot of states on average.
Colorado last year ranked as the second most deadly state in the nation.
What?
Oddly enough, I personally don't see it as much, but like there was a case last year, there was a bunch of stabbings going on near the 16th Street Mall, which is like the main area in Denver, kind of the downtown area. Overall, there's a little bit of gang violence. There's a lot of like homeless altercations. Not necessarily deadly, but just altercations. Overall, the theft rate is extremely high in like Colorado in general compared to the rest of the nation. Overall, it's pretty safe. Besides really running into somebody that's just wanting to fight, you should be all right. You know, it's a bigger city, so there's going to be bigger amounts of human trafficking and stuff like that, but overall, to the average person, you really don't see anything like that.
Unless you're somehow involved with somebody that is involved with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the way I feel about it is because they say Memphis is really dangerous too, right? And I'm not saying it's not, but I think it has a lot to do with where you're at, who are you with, what are you doing. Like, I mean, there are cases where you can be in the wrong place, wrong time, and get hit by a drive-by, get hit by, like, you know, somebody having a shootout and accidentally firing at you. But for the most part, if you're not, like, involved with the violence going on in the city, you're probably not going to see a lot of it. Unless you're living in an area that's just really hot with that. I mean, so I guess it's kind of hard for most people to determine what's the most dangerous state because the general population isn't living through that. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I guess...
Yeah, that is true. But they probably just take all the crime reports.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they take arrests and, like, violent crime rates and things like that into consideration. But
well, it seems like overall, kind of the difference between the South and out there is if you try to, like, somebody tries to start a problem with you, and then you kind of get in their face a little bit, right back at them, they kind of back off a little less. More than, like, in the South. Is where if you kind of start something, usually something's gonna happen. Out there, if you kind of step up, kind of get something about yourself, you should be all right most of the time.
So you think people are more bark than bite up there versus in like down here?
For the most part.
Now, is that mainly just in the area you are, or do you think it can happen? It can be different in the more rural parts of it.
Probably a little different more in the rural parts.
Because down here, it's pretty rural.
Colorado is really, it's a different place. So there's a lot of really heavy city parts of it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's extremely rural, more in the mountain areas.
Oh yeah.
You know, like South Park, the show that was created up there. They actually have a town where you can go and kind of see the actual South Park area that was kind of based off it. That's an area that's extremely rural.
Which, I mean, Colorado, even if you fly over it in a plane, it's kind of like, you see a lot of that empty space because I feel like Colorado's known for two things, right? That's marijuana first, and then second, it's nature because Colorado is one of those states that people love to go to. I mean, you went there on vacation before you moved there for the nature. Yeah. I mean, and the weed, but mainly for the nature, you know what I mean? So I think that's a big draw of that and, like, even Nevada, because when I went to Nevada, like, I was in Reno, but then we went to Dayton, which is like a kind of country town out there, and, like, the Sierra Nevada mountains are fucking beautiful. Like, I had never seen them before, and the mountains up where you're at are beautiful, too. The Rocky Mountains, right, is what that range is? Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I would love to climb a mountain, like not like a crazy big mountain, but just a mountain in general, just to see the world from a different point of view. Like
I occasionally do 14ers. It's just doing a big mountain climb. It's kind of rough. I've honestly only did one. It was kind of half-assed. It was extremely snow-packed, getting close to the top, so it was relatively dangerous.
That would be another reason why I would be hesitant to do it, is because of snow. I don't really like climbing in the snow.
Well, it's like you could mess up, and it could be like a 15-foot drop under you. Just got to be careful.
You walk straight into a snow pile.
You have no service out there, anyways. You're like most of them. You're about 6 miles from like the main road. Anyways.
And there's not very many rescue teams anymore.
Not really.
Compared to what there used to be.
It's more or less just like nobody's going to fucking see you for like
no.
Well,
hours.
Does satellite phones work out there?
I mean, yeah, but I'm not going to buy a satellite phone.
I mean, fair enough.
Especially
I feel like
you don't do it that often.
Professional climbers and stuff probably, like, the people that do it a lot probably have those.
Now, you could probably get like an escort or something. They probably have those around. I mean, you'd have to go to a specific place for that. Have
you ever witnessed an avalanche happen?
Once, when I was snowboarding once, I seen a mini avalanche. I was pretty far from it, so it didn't really affect me. But thankfully, a lot of the riders that were on the mountain were pretty well experienced, so nobody got hurt.
So they got away from it.
Yeah, it was kind of a mini one though. It wasn't too big.
So it only went a couple hundred feet, maybe.
I mean, it went a while, but it was just very low. Like, it wasn't enough to, like, bury somebody.
Oh, it wasn't enough to kick
up. How common are, like, big avalanches? They happen a lot? Or, I mean, I imagine not at the ski slopes, maybe, because they're more...
I would say in the general area that I ride in, maybe 8 or 9 a year that are notable, but they're not, like, too deadly.
Because people, by then, you know, they get more experience. They don't really go out and risk it if they know it's bad weather, or they ask the people beforehand, is it like close to being an avalanche?
Well, it's more in the back country, more or less, than like the ski resorts, because the ski resorts are packed down so hard and manicured.
Well, that's what I was saying, like business.
Yeah. They're maintained business snow versus like mountain snow where it could fall at any time.
Mother Nature unadulterated is very not predictable. You know what I mean? Like it can do anything.
It could literally
do,
have a storm and then blizzard and then avalanche down on a town the next day.
Yeah, it can get crazy out there blizzard wise. For sure.
Oh yeah. Have you gotten injured badly snowboarding or skiing?
I mean, I broke my ass bone about a year and a half ago.
On skis?
I don't even know. I don't even remember that. That's crazy.
I'm a snowboarder.
You ever skied before? Or something like fancy? I don't think I ever could. That'd be so. I don't know.
I'm better on one board than like two. I can't skate. I can't like roller skate, but I can like skateboard.
You used to skate, did you not? At like Skate Odyssey and roller nights every once in a while.
No, I just went and like sat around.
That's what I did. Yeah, that's all I did.
You think snowboarding is easier than roller skating?
Depends
for
on
me
strength,
personally, yes. But like I've seen some people that can't even stand up on a snowboard. But
fair enough.
Roller skating can get easy to some people.
What do you just lean back and forth on a snowboard, basically?
Snowboarding uses your whole body. Like you use your core and everything. It just takes a while. I mean, I feel like if you like have somebody that actually knows,
Is it kind of like skateboarding?
It's more like longboarding. It's
Ah.
like longboarding going very fast.
Ooh,
Okay.
Um,
And you're not pushing yourself. You're more like making sure you're not gonna fall.
it's not as scary
Well,
as
you
longboarding though.
glide on the snow, I mean, right? Like, it kind of propels you
It
because
depends.
it's slick.
It depends what the conditions are.
Mm.
Because my top speed is like 58. I've got like an app that tells me.
Mm-hmm.
And at 58, it gets sketchy, 'cause especially if you're going downhill, because you're kind of popping off the surface while you're going down. So there could be a time where you kind of skirt off about 5 feet in the air and just keep popping down and going 50.
Well, do you have trees in your path, or do they have that all cleared out?
So going at that speed, for me, I'm definitely not near any trees. The fastest I go through trees, at most maybe 30, but it's like they're easy to get past. If I'm just cruising through trees, I'm cruising because I take the shit, like I have respect for it, and I don't want to die out there.
Yeah, it's easy to hit a tree going like 50 miles an hour and dying
Do
immediately.
they have courses that have like
like where you bob and weave
obstacles
between
and
trees.
stuff, and
So
ones that
it's-
are clear, or do they all have a certain amount?
It's not really even courses. It's really just like like they have paved trails kind of where like snowplows hit them and they're like groomed and everything. And then a lot of it is just trees. And throughout the ski season, people will ride through the trees, kind of pack the snow down continuously, or like ski patrol will kind of set up little jumps or stuff through the trees. But it's all just nature. It's like they're not really groomed or intentional at all. They're just kind of cool to go through if you want to go through them.
Okay.
It's only really for advanced or people that are just trying to go slow.
So you can choose to go through ones that don't have the trees.
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's what I was wondering, because I'm like, most people probably wouldn't want to do that,
No.
especially starting out. Because, I mean, like, that's pretty risky if you don't know what you're doing. 'Cause you can get hurt pretty bad doing that. But
The first year and a half, I definitely didn't go through trees.
That's smart.
have you seen anybody else get badly hurt?
Yeah. The first year I was there, one of my friends broke their back
Oh,
in the
my
trees.
my
Like
goodness.
the second week of the season.
Did they break, like, spine vertebrae and
Yeah.
stuff? Oh,
Their
man.
lower back.
Mm.
I quit really talking to him, not really because of that. It'd be a douche move.
Yeah, just like, fuck you.
Breaks
Yeah.
his back and he just he doesn't talk to him anymore. It's like, yeah, man,
Bitch.
fuck
But,
you, man, you broke your back.
But no, we just kind of quit talking. But overall, I think he held up.
Just kind of fell out of touch.
Yeah,
He went Brokeback Mountain, so.
So for a while,
Really?
could he not? He went broke back, man.
Literally.
So for a while, could he just not walk?
Yeah, he just chilled at
Probably,
home, got
bro.
unemployment.
I mean, could he even
Just
sit
go.
up straight? Because if your lower back is broken,
That's like all your lumbar
dude.
support.
It was pretty much like I quit talking about 2 weeks after Brooks' back.
Oh, so you didn't get any updates after that?
No, because he was just being a pity party. I mean, it's sad
I
he broke
mean,
your back,
yeah.
but overall, it's like you gotta whine about it constantly.
Yeah, I mean,
That ain't gonna help none.
talk about something else, get your mind off of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's better to get your mind off. It's like, I mean, you broke your leg, you can't walk on it, but
It's like I'm still gonna snowboard.
you're still gonna do it.
Out there with a cast on gliding.
Yeah.
I mean, so what do you like to do out in Colorado besides snowboarding?
Currently I've been mountain biking a lot.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It's a great spot for mountain biking. Overall, though, mountain biking is more sketchy than snowboarding.
I could imagine one slip of a rock and you go flying up the side of a mountain.
The fall's a lot worse, especially if you're going down the more experienced trails. There's like 20-foot jumps and stuff. It's like fatal on fall if you don't land correctly.
Oh,
Personally, I'm not at that level yet, but I have friends that are. I ride more of the blue trails, very beginner trails. I just chill on those.
Yeah, it's better for you to start on those and get too confident and go for an experience.
yeah, he
level,
used
and
to
then
be a
you go-
daredevil with the bikes, man. I remember one time had a damn wreck on one and had like chain marks in your thigh where the bike chain like
Ooh.
wrapped around or something. That was gnarly. I remember we were young too when that happened.
Yeah, one year I had the urge to get a BMX bike, and I took it down into a ditch, going fast as I could go, and the chain wrapped around my leg and like attached the bike to me as I dragged across the ground. That happened, and then one time I hit the same ditch a couple of years later, and I got the handle brakes stuck in my side about an inch in. Didn't cause too much damage, but it hurt really bad.
What about the time you were told to get on a bike and it had some issues?
Yeah. It was trying out for JV soccer, which I made. But as I was going to drop my buddy off, I carried him with me to go to tryouts. He was like, "Come ride my dirt bike." And this dirt bike was pretty small for both of us. It was like a 75cc or 50cc, what in the fuck. And I never rode a dirt bike before in my life. And I got on it. You know, I was kind of hyped up. I'd probably made the soccer team. He didn't tell me to have brakes. So he says, let off the clutch, give some throttle, whatnot. And I do. Well, the thing pops up on me. I'm doing a wheelie for like 15 yards. End up hitting a house trailer. I'm like, fuck. So I get off the dirt bike. I'm like, sorry about your dirt bike. He's like, are you okay? You okay? And I'm like, yeah. And I stand up and I hear this like, and I'm like, what's that noise? The dirt bike's cut off. And I look down as my blood splurting on the ground. That was coming out of my knee.
Oh my God.
So my mom gets me. She's like, you gotta go to the hospital. I didn't think it was that deep. Ended up getting stitches in my knee. And I've been on a dirt bike since. But,
that was not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, he found out pretty quick the dirt bike wasn't for him.
Did he remove the brakes on it or something, or were they're
just out?
I think he just got a good deal on it. His dad got a good deal on it. Probably spent like $200 on a dirt bike.
Brakes off deal.
Yeah.
$200 off.
See, I can't drive golf carts no more because
what?
Yeah. So we used to ride around in a golf cart a lot. Like our grandpa would always ride around like with us on there, and like me and him would take it out and just go like back in the woods and like walk around back to where there was a waterfall and stuff back there. But one time he wasn't there. One of my grandma's sister, he was here maybe at the house, but one of my grandma's sisters like came over. And she wanted to go riding on the golf cart. So I took her over to like the hills that are right over there. I don't know, I'm sure you've seen like where it kind of goes, you know.
Up and down.
And so I was riding around there like normal, right? Just having a little fun. And then we always like rode the side of the hill and kind of like got it almost to where it was tipping over, but not quite. You know what I mean? And then...
Oh my Lord.
And so normally that worked just fine because me and him were both like decent weight. You know, we were similar weight because I was younger than him, but I was always a chunky dude. You know what I'm saying? So, but this woman, you know, my aunt, she was like, what would you say, probably 100 pounds or less. Like she's a small woman.
About 105.
Yeah. So so she's lighter than me, and she was on the side. Like over here, and we get up on the hill and we're going pretty fast, and I'm laughing, she's laughing, we're having fun, and the next thing I know, it just goes like flipping over. My bad, I was wrong. I was on the side that was like leaning over. That's why it tipped, because like I was heavier. And it tipped over. She falls on me. The golf cart flips, and my leg is like trapped under the golf cart. And I had to get her to help me like pick it up and lift it off of me. And then Noah like drives down there on the 4-wheeler, I think, or I called you or something. I don't even think I had a phone yet.
I drove down there and I seen the thing flipped over and y'all picking it up. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, I'm about to blackmail the shit out of him.
Oh, my God.
And,
he did. He definitely did.
And then we go up to the house. And the thing was, like, I thought the golf cart might be screwed. So I was like, I got to say something. It's like, I can't let him get off of this one. And I kind of told him. And then Paw at the time was not doing so good, so we didn't tell him about it.
Yeah, he never found out about it.
Never found out about it, but so it was all right, and the golf cart was all right. But yeah, Eli was trying to show out.
Hey man, sometimes you get a little bit too big for your britches, as my mom used to would say, man. Shoot, I mean,
My mom still says that, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think we done got too big for them anyway. Like I done had to buy pants too many damn times. I did get too big for mine, but you know, and then I get too small for them and have to buy pants again, and then I gain weight again. It's like, man, I don't understand that. It's like my weight fluctuates so bad, but I don't really ever change my diet or activity much. I mean, but it just fluctuates. Sometimes
I don't change my activity or diet too much either. It's gotten better. My diet. Well, my diet's gotten a little worse, but my activity's gotten better.
What do you mainly eat? What's your diet consist of?
McDonald's, various beers.
Sushi too.
Occasionally.
Sushi.
I do eat sushi occasionally. Mainly McDonald's though. Mainly.
That's good fuel for training, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm currently not training.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna start up eventually again. I do Muay Thai and Jiu Jitsu on the side.
Oh. How's that?
It's pretty fun. It's a good way to get anger out, kind of get healthy.
It's a good way to learn meditation as well.
Yeah. I'd eventually want to get a fight next year, kind of in the summertime, possibly. I'm still a beginner though, so I haven't had like a scheduled fight or anything yet. But it's a fun hobby.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have things you enjoy to do that break you out of the work cycle and menial everyday things.
For sure, it's good to work towards something. Usually,
it's good to have a passion.
Well, I mean, that's really what this is. I mean, a lot of things we do is just like just working towards something bigger. You know, just trying to do something you enjoy and make it into something sustainable. You know what I mean? It's really what it's all about. Because I mean, everybody got to have an income stream, and if you can even have like, you know, income on the side through something that you enjoy doing, it kind of makes things easier. Like, to me, it makes things easier, which I don't make any income off this right now, but I'm hoping eventually, you know, with continuing it and upgrading and everything, like, you know, eventually maybe it'll be something that even brings in a little bit on the side and we still enjoy doing it, so it's not really work, you know what I mean?
For sure.
It's more like a passion that makes profit.
And I mean, fighting and like mixed martial arts, it's more work, obviously, but if you enjoy doing it, it don't really feel like that, but you're getting a big reward out of it because you get healthier and learn how to defend yourself better. And I mean, I think a lot of that stuff too, they teach you, like Nick said, meditation and like really understanding your soul. I mean, it's corny as hell to say it like that, but I mean, I really think they do kind of help you learn your inner self.
Help you learn yourself better.
I don't know. For me, it's more or less they like push you to your limit.
Oh, yeah.
They push you to your can't work anymore to drop. Because in fights, it's like 3 minutes is a really long time. It's like the average person, if they got in a 3-minute fight, would be dead after. And if you're doing like 5 3-minute rounds, you'd be screwed. Like, you'll just get in there and the other person, if they're trained good enough, will just kill you in the 3rd round. So you gotta have your stamina up for sure.
Or you'd be dead from exhaustion after like the 4th round. Like, just dead from actually trying.
You gotta be able to protect yourself too.
Yeah, you can't just go fighting the whole time. You have to protect yourself from attacks, so you'd actually just die from the attacks.
Well, so what's the, so since you work in the dispensary, like, you got any wild stories from, like, customers being hard to deal with, or?
Too many.
Tell us one of them.
Well, there was one customer one time we were very busy. They wrapped the line around the lobby.
Oh, wow.
And it was this young kid. He's probably like just turned 21. And, he was talking shit in the lobby. Well, there was a dude beside him. I was like, in his late 40s, early 50s. And he was like, man, you need to chill out. Dude was like, you need to shut your fucking mouth. Well, the young kid ends up spitting in the dude's face.
Oh my God.
So the dude picks him up by like his shirt, slams him into the glass wall, but he like hits him on the metal, like the metal bars, but it hits him so hard it shatters the glass.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness.
Dude like drops down, like can't breathe, lost all his air, gets up, runs. The dude that picked him up was like, fuck this, they're gonna try to put something on me, and he left as well. But I mean, he deserved it. So the cops show up, whatever happens, nothing really happens. Everybody moves on, but that one was pretty crazy. Other than that,
Insane.
a lady the other day got really mad that we wouldn't let her in because her med card was expired. So she flashed us, but she just like she was just like
Oh my God.
dropped her pants and was like, look at this, and then walked out. So we called the cops. We're like, she just flashed her downstairs mix-up, and I'm like, I didn't want to see that, and we banned her, but she hadn't been back, so it's all chill.
Well, yeah, that's kind of a wild response. Like, how'd she think that was going to get her some bud? It's like, bush for bud, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't bush for bud around here, lady.
A bunch of people take shits beside our building as well.
Oh my goodness.
Because kind of in the Denver area, it's hard to find somewhere that's not covered up by buildings and windows and everything. Beside our place, there's a nice shaded area with like a tree and stuff in this alleyway.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty pleasant spot. I can understand it.
Pleasant Dookie
So
spot.
you would go take a shit there if you didn't
If I had to. If I didn't have my options.
I mean, fair enough.
Well,
Like, do y'all
like the
have a
Dookie
security guard at the dispensary?
After the contract fell through where I was the security guard, no. Not anymore.
Wow.
I was the last one.
Well, so, like, what do you do in the event somebody comes and tries to, like, rob the place? Or how do you have somebody that checks IDs for people coming in? Or
So in the dispensary, you have to go into the lobby. You get your ID checked at the window, and then you get sent back to the rec or the med side, whichever side you're going to. And then in there, you get your ID checked again, and then we sell you the product. But show you how the process goes.
do you mainly work on the rec or med side or both?
I tend to get put on the rec side more often. I tend to move customers faster. I'm just a little more efficient since I've been there for almost 3 years. But I get put on the med side occasionally at nighttime because a lot of our nighttime staff isn't as experienced as I am. So I can kind of make med accounts by myself and kind of run the med side by myself, where it's like we need more people on the rec side.
Well, so I assume you get more customers on the rec than med side?
For sure. Daily we probably get about 400 and something rec customers, whereas we get probably like maybe 30 med patients, 40 med patients.
Is the med card holder age tend to be higher, or is it kind of all over the place?
It's all over the place. We have a lot of 18-year-old med patients. We have a lot of 70-year-old med patients, all in between. We actually have a couple 10 and 8-year-old med patients.
Wow.
Whoa.
They have special things due to seizures or not being able to really get up or move as well, kind of in that kind of state. So they have a caregiver, usually their mom or dad, that'll come in and buy product for them. The only person that can purchase it for them.
Yeah.
Well, so how hard is it to get a med card in Colorado? Can you just get it for about anything, or do you have to have really specialized?
So it's easy to get a med card. It's just not easy to keep up with all the bullshit that they require for buying. So you can go to the doctor, you can get scheduled. You can be like, oh, I got depression, I got a back problem, whatever not. You can get a med card. It's the fact of going to a dispensary and showing them all your paperwork and give them your provider certification, which is a new thing. Kind of hurts people in Colorado on the med side just due to the being a pain in the ass. It kind of makes you not want to get your med card. It's just a lot of paperwork and nonsense. That's really the extent of it. Overall, it's a tax break, and there's stronger options on the med side.
Well, I guess since rec is legal, what would really be the incentive to get a med card if you're just a normal person?
You can get like edibles at a lot cheaper of a rate.
Mm.
So you can get like a package of 2,000 milligram edibles for about 50 out the door or less, around 45. Whereas like you go on the rec side, the max you can get per day is 800. Every pack of 100 at cheapest is about $15. So on the med side, you can get 20,000 a day.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's a big difference on that. Flour overall seems to be a little fresher on the med side due to it being not prepackaged. And as far as like concentrates, overall it's about the same.
Well, so since you work there, like, do you have a certain limit you can buy from there, or do they just let you guys buy and take home whatever you want? Pretty much?
So I currently don't have a med card, so my limit per day is like a normal rec customer. I tend to get samples once a week, which is usually like my daily limit at least, and then I'll usually have like 2 options left over. I'll get the next day or so. So I usually get at least a legal limit per week in samples.
So I mean, you really don't ever have to buy much unless you just want to try something.
For me, I do use cannabis a lot. It's like for me when I'm buying product that I don't already get from the dispensary, it's usually like higher quality flour that we don't have, just for the experience. I really don't know how much longer I'm going to be in Colorado. I'll probably move back east relatively soon. So for me, I want to experience really high quality bud. So occasionally I'll buy from other people, other dispensaries and things. I really just want to experience the best stuff I can. So that's usually when I only purchase outside of that.
And so one thing you've talked to me about that I'm definitely going to try when I come up there. So what is like the weed tour? Like what does that entail?
So I necessarily haven't been on the weed tour. Starting like moving there and being in a dispensary and like being with kind of more connected into the industry and vendor relationships and things. The weed tour kind of got turned off for me just because I got so used to everything so fast. Overall, the weed tour is kind of a tourist trap in a way. They take you around to places you can openly like use and everything, but you got to bring your own shit, and they really never give you anything infused. It's kind of like taking you around to like grows and like concentrate facilities and things. So personally, I haven't did that. I feel like if you went and you had your own product and everything, it'd be a fun experience. Personally, I smoke so much that it's not really a event thing as much anymore. It's really just my daily thing.
Just like
so is that why that is what you were telling me I needed to do, right?
It'd be cool. It'd be cool to go do.
I mean, yeah,
I would do it with you
if
if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because we could just take shit you already got and then just
It could be a really good time.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to come up there definitely before you move and just experience it one more time. Because, I mean, I did like the vibe up there for sure when we went. Like, it was really great. Like, especially the time of year we went because it wasn't really too cold or too hot. It was kind of right there in that middle ground. So if I'm not mistaken, it's like September-ish?
September's pretty chill. Usually late into October is when you start getting snow. And it really starts getting cold. Prior to late October, it's relatively calm. Can be chilly occasionally, but it's pretty chill.
That's a good time of year to go down there. It's like neutral temperature.
For sure. Currently, it's really hot. It's a dry kind of heat.
I was wondering if it got hot down there.
It gets hella dry hot. Like the other day, it was 103.
Oh my!
With no humidity though, pretty much.
Not really any humidity.
Probably not too bad then.
It's a weird kind of heat. It kind of hits you more like in the lungs in a way.
So it's like hardness of breathing.
Kind of, yeah.
Heats the air up and heats the atmosphere up because the air is already like pretty thin in Colorado because it's at such an elevation. Because, I mean, I noticed it even when I went up there. Like, I didn't have trouble breathing or nothing. But, like, when you go to climb some stairs or something, you definitely notice you get more winded easier.
For sure.
Yeah, because you're going up even higher elevation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The altitude's something different.
Yeah.
Getting used to it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, luckily I've been to other places before, like big cities and things like that. And Huntsville's a decently big city. But I feel like somebody who lives in maybe like a more rural part of Alabama, don't really go to the city much, move into a place like Colorado, that'd be like a crazy shell shock. Because it's way different out there. Like, things just move like so much faster.
Yeah, it's different. It's really nice being so close to some options. Like necessarily living here, it was about 15 minutes to go get food or go to the grocery store or whatnot.
Are there good food spots out there? Like different food spots?
Oh, yeah.
There is. There's a lot of good average places. As far as like killer places, not as much.
So it's not got a consistently good food?
No, there's not like a food style to Denver really.
Really? Okay.
Overall, oddly enough,
I wonder if that's because of the crime.
Nah, I don't think that. Because
I've
Chicago has its own food style, and they got a really high crime rate. So New York too. But
does Denver really not have its own food style?
Not really.
Denver's a melting pot of culture.
We have a lot of different cultures there. I would say we're predominantly Hispanic. So there's a bunch of
Mexican restaurants.
Yeah, a bunch of Mexican restaurants. Although my favorite place out there currently is a seafood spot. It's called Blue Oyster. It's really nice. They got like a Oyster Monday deal. That's pretty kick ass. It's like $1.30 for like high quality oysters to get flown in from New York every morning.
Good.
Very far.
Damn, flown in every morning.
Every morning. They have a farm in New York.
See, I know Denver's got to have a good sushi spot though.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good sushi spots. Overall, I would say Chubby Cattle is my favorite. It's kind of like a conveyor belt style thing.
I might need to hit that up.
It's all you can eat Wagyu as well. So you get this like hot pot and everything, so you can cook your Wagyu and your shrimp and whatnot. And then you have your bowl of like miso soup, and you can put everything else in it.
Dang, I'm gonna have to hit up that one time. I can't even eat seafood, but that sounds good. That sounds so good, but I don't eat that thing.
Man, I got some lobster tail at Shogun the other day, and I did not really like it. It wasn't the other day, it was probably 2 months ago now, but yeah, I didn't like it very much, honestly.
Yeah. I like it occasionally.
I think it depends on how it's cooked. Because, like, the one I had was just really, like, chewy and stuff. Like, because lobster's not really supposed to be that chewy. It's supposed to kind of be, like,
isn't it supposed
smooth,
to be
you know?
almost like tender chicken?
Consistency. Well, and also when they were cooking, it kind of threw me off. It looked like that hoe was still moving. Looked like the muscles was still,
that just means it's going to be good.
I mean,
that means it's going to be real tender, bro.
Yeah, you gotta cook it a lot.
Clearly it wasn't, though. It was chewy.
It's got to suffer to taste good.
Yeah,
well, I mean, it was definitely dead already. But
that's why they cook them octopuses live in like boiling oil.
Dude, have you seen those like mukbangs they do? Like them TikTok people that they'll be eating this fucking octopus and
that's
then it's still
alive.
moving.
It's not even cooked.
That's
it's
so
raw.
gross.
They'll bite the little suction cups and they'll get stuck to their tongue.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah, I saw this one girl. She's like trying to pull it off her tongue. She's like,
and then they get stuck in her throat or something, and she has to like pull it out with a chopstick.
There's probably somebody that has a fetish for that out
That's
there.
disgusting.
You know I'm right though.
Almost getting choked to death by an octopus.
Octopus, you know, it's a real thing. It's
gotta be. Hey, did they get more octopus, man? Where did shit come from?
I don't think octopus have sex or octopi.
I think they're like.
How the fuck do you think they make babies?
I think some
they must be like
some animals are
asexual.
asexual though.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they literally
they can have babies without having sex.
Yeah,
no, they gotta fuck.
They can like self-reproduce. Flowers are asexual.
Yeah, but octopus have holes.
Yeah, but how's a sunflower?
Yeah, they got a lot of holes.
Yeah, they can bang.
I don't think they have sex though.
Yeah, they do.
Maybe they slap heads together.
You need like a screen like Joe Rogan has where we can ask questions.
Oh,
Ask
yeah.
questions and
Have somebody on the side asking questions, be like, yeah, legit.
Yeah,
See,
we
I
do
just search it up.
We do need a fact checker for real. I need to look into that. Hey, if anybody wants to be hired, man, I'll give you a grain of rice and like 5 cents.
We give
an
you 50
episode.
cents a day. It's
Yeah.
not going to be ASPCA type shit.
Yeah, I would pay you by the hour, but we only do an hour and a half. So actually, I will pay you by the hour. $2 an hour and 2 grains of rice.
2
Final
grains
offer.
of rice an hour and half a noodle.
You'd probably take that offer. Man, that's pretty good, I'd say.
That's a pretty good offer.
I'm gonna Google it.
Oh my god, the octopus. I mean, because like most animals reproduce that way, but then there's like certain
only
shelled
mammals reproduce that way, bro.
Well, only mammals give live birth, but other animals do.
Mammals, reptiles, amphibians.
They lay eggs though.
Avians.
Reptiles do.
And I think that's it, because fish don't do that. Fish don't have reproductive parts, do they?
I don't think so. You ever seen a cock on a salmon?
Amphibians do, because, well, actually, I don't even think amphibians do. Unless a lizard counts as a
Yeah. So they mate and they leave a bunch of eggs.
But it says
But
they
detach their
their arm and leave it with the female. So is there? Did they like
From stealthy encounters. What? Bro, sneaking out.
Yeah.
Sneaky sex. Wait, sneaky arm attachment.
Damn, they lay thousands of eggs. Jeez, there's no wonder so many of them hoes, man.
Dude,
That's how they've survived for millions of years. Ain't went extinct for real. They got
hey,
so
bro, that's
many
where the
babies.
Kraken went. It just like
Oh my god,
detached its arm
It's
and
kinda
left
like-
millions of.
It's kind of like spiders too. It says the female will sometimes kill the male after.
Or you know hippos? Like a hippo
Lay
male will come into a group of them and like kill all the babies from like the previous male because it doesn't want to have any offspring that's not his.
That's crazy.
That's how they assert dominance.
So there's
It's
like
crazy.
1 million females and
Yeah.
0 males.
I
at that
went
point?
through a spell where my YouTube, for some reason, kept recommending me videos of animals killing each other, and it was a morbid fascination. I just
Oh my
couldn't help
God.
but sit there and watch it.
Like Animal Kingdom brutal moments.
Yeah, like I saw, dude, there's this Komodo dragon that like fucking ate a deer alive and like ate its baby out its stomach. It's some crazy shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I quit watching them
A
because I felt
Komodo
like I was
dragon?
gonna go crazy. But yeah, Komodo dragon, bro. And I think the deer had a broke leg or something. But
That makes
anyway,
sense.
how's the wildlife in Denver? It's pretty diverse out there.
Are there
I'm
any
sure.
Komodo dragons eating deers?
I don't think
Not necessarily Komodo dragons. We got bears though, and mountain lions, rams.
Got some cougars. Nick likes them.
Yeah, a bunch of cougars.
You ever been hit by a deer?
No,
Or
almost
not
clapped
really?
one, but didn't. When you're hiking, a lot of the times you'll get like a big herd of deer. They're pretty cool. They're pretty chill with people. 'Cause people feed them. And they shouldn't, but they do.
What happens when you feed them?
They start getting too trusting of humans.
They don't have that fear anymore.
A lot of humans are assholes, or sometimes the deer will get too confident and fuck up a human, run into them or whatnot, thinking they're like chill.
Thinking they're chilling, they'll run straight into a
Yeah.
human or a group of humans and fuck them up.
Do you ever fish out there anymore?
No, I've fished maybe 3 times since I've lived there. Got like 1 fish out of the 3 times.
Wow.
Fishing just kind of sucks necessarily for the type of fishing I do. I really just know bass fishing overall. So out there's not a whole lot of bass,
Yeah.
especially in the northern Colorado area where I'm at. More in the southern Colorado
What do
area.
you mainly have out there as far as fish?
Walleye, muskie, occasionally, bunch of trout. Fly fishing's like the main style of fishing out there. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of fly fishing, so I haven't really tried it as much.
Fly fishing seems like you have to have that niche.
It's a little difficult, and it's something you just like or don't like. Personally, it's not my favorite.
Do you ever miss the fishing you used to do down here? I mean, you used to do that a lot.
Oh, for sure. I definitely miss fishing down here. Hopefully before I go back, I'm going to go fishing with my buddies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping so before I go. It'll be really fun.
Yeah, I was never really big into it, but I always liked going with you. But there's a couple of spots we went to where I saw some snakes, and I was like, oh, hell no. Just a bunch of them spots that have, like, good fishing, potential also have a lot of potential for snakes.
Snake
you know
potential.
Because it's like ponds and rivers and shit, and there's just snakes all
Ponds,
around.
rivers, creeks.
You just gotta carry a Glock.
What's the biggest fish you've ever caught? Or like the biggest one you've ever hooked onto? 'Cause I remember one story you have about that in a kayak specifically.
I mean, as far as a bass, I feel like probably a 13 I had on the line. It was just a massive bass, like bigger than I ever caught. Because the biggest one I ever caught that I knew of was about 11 and a half. This one was a good bit bigger than that one. It just broke off as it got close. It was in a pond, but I was on a kayak. And as far as like fish though, I caught like a 55-pound catfish.
I bet that was pretty hard to reel in.
It was. It was in Gunnersville.
Mm.
It was a cool experience with my grandpa.
Well, there's a lot of those, like off the Tennessee River Bridge, there used to be stories of people finding like 100-pound catfish down there that were like ancient and stuff, like catching them and releasing them.
Catfish.
I mean, there's I feel like there's bigger than 100-pound.
Oh, there is for sure.
In like the Tennessee River near like the dams and everything. They used to like divers go down there and say there's like some size of like small cars
Oh my god.
and stuff. I mean, all they go down there and do is eat from like the dam, throwing out stuff and everything. They just sit down there and eat and scroll.
It's just crazy that they can get that big, though. That's one of the only fish that can actually grow to be such a range, because they can be so small, but they can also grow huge. Like,
It also depends on how much they eat.
and the environment too. Like certain waters are better for big animals like that, and some waters
Depends
are
on how
more
much
shallow.
area they have to move.
Yeah, because it's got to be pretty deep water for an animal that big to sustain. You know.
Well, there's water is warm enough here for them to grow. You know.
Well, yeah, because I bet you. I mean, that's another thing. You probably can't have a lot of the fish we have down here because your water probably stays cold more often and kind of freezes over during the harsh winters and stuff.
I mean, in the mountains, the water stays cold generally the whole time.
Yeah, because the ground stays cold.
I mean, even like in the Denver area, in the Front Plains area, it can be like 102, and then you can drive up in the mountains, and it could be like 76.
Mm.
But overall, the water is gonna be cold as
The water's
balls.
going to be way colder.
Still,
Even during the summer, you'd say the water's cold.
I mean, even at my like pool, it could be hot outside. The water's still relatively chilly. The water's never like lukewarm like it is here. Overall, I think it's to do with the altitude, but overall, just the water's chillier in general.
Well, I think the weather in general is just more cold throughout the year.
I mean, yeah, from like, God,
It'll just be like air pressure and the vapor concentration.
for sure, it's like October to April. It's pretty chilly.
Well, so like, do they film a lot of movies out there? Because I feel like they probably do, right?
I feel like they filmed some. A lot of the movies that look like Colorado is probably Utah, since it's a little more open than Colorado.
That is fair.
Utah's got not as big as a population. That's it.
Utah has a relatively small population. What is it, like 150,000? Maybe less?
I don't know.
Is Utah small like that?
No.
Utah,
They're big.
they have
but
Salt
they, like-
Lake and stuff, but they're pretty rural for the most part. Utah as a state, like, it's pretty spread out. A lot of country, farmland and stuff. I mean, it's kind of like that in a lot of the plain states, you know what I mean? Like Oregon, because Oregon's got like Portland and some other pretty massive cities, but it's also got a lot of like
Wyoming as well.
Oh, Wyoming, yeah, and Montana. Like Montana's mainly plains, but it's like flat land instead of
Basically completely flat.
yeah, which is up there near Washington and stuff, and that's all like pretty
And
flat
Kentucky.
land, but. Or well, not Washington, it's like mountainous, and
Well,
or Montana's
Washington.
got mountains too, but it's like I don't know, man. I'm not great with I've never been out to that part of the United States, but I've flown over or I think I'm talking about because Arkansas and like some of them states are pretty. I don't know. There's a few states I've flown over that are like almost completely flat. Like you
Kansas.
just. Oh
Kansas,
yeah,
yeah,
Kansas
Kansas
is
is-
one of them.
Kansas sucks. So flat.
Kansas ain't got shit
the
for
wind
real.
is
I think that's the
crazy in
state I
Kansas.
flew over and literally saw like almost nothing. It was just like a bunch of. So there's Kansas City, but like, what other city? do
Kansas
they
City
really,
is pretty much still flat, nothing.
Yeah, they got the Chiefs. I mean, that's about it. You watch any sports still? Or no?
I mean, I watch college football when I can. Besides that, I watch UFC. And then I watch the Nuggets and Avalanche from Denver.
Fair enough.
Big Nuggets fan.
So do you? Just switching the topic a little bit, like going back to the high school days, or maybe even now, you got any crazy stories that you can tell from like the party days? Because there's a lot, but I don't know if there's any you can tell on here. But
Not any necessarily that I would like to share.
Maybe some stories about other people. Like some crazy shit. You ain't got to say no names or nothing.
I say somebody shit themselves at a party one time. There was a dude that kept trying to hype people up outside on this big porch. It was kind of a rich party, people party. And it was down in Alabama, though. And he was trying to hype people up, trying to get them to like take shots and stuff. And there was one point he kind of like started staring at a tree away from everybody. And I just kept watching him. I was like, what's he fucked up on? I really don't know. He spooked himself right there in front of everybody. And then walked off like nothing happened. But then we never really seen him again. I think he just walked into the woods.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, kidnapped.
I think he might ask
Or
me
got
questions, though. He kind of shit himself. It was kind of his end of the night anyways. So,
Yeah.
we let him be.
Kind of a vibe killer.
I think he was fine.
Yeah, pooping yourself is low-key a vibe killer. And then
Hopefully,
walking off in the woods
hopefully he was fine.
and getting lost forever. Or maybe taken, kidnapped.
I mean, he probably just like was embarrassed and was like, just didn't even want to be there no more.
Maybe
But
he
did
was
bro not
genuinely
come in a
tripping.
car? Like, why did he walk off into the woods? And why did nobody see him come back? You know what I mean?
Maybe he
I'm
was
not-
genuinely tripping on something.
I'm not a
Maybe.
person to ask questions.
Better
Fair
keep
enough.
drinking and
Yeah, just mind your business.
Mind your
Keep
business.
pushing. I mean, fair
Yeah, it
enough.
didn't affect me.
Yeah, I mean, that's one reason I don't really go to parties too much. Is like people are just
crazy.
yeah, that's some crazy, which is entertaining to an extent. But like when people get to drinking and really get like rowdy, I mean,
Especially in a party group setting.
yeah, especially in the South, man, everybody want to fight. Like everybody want to fight.
Everybody wants
I don't know
to
if it's
try
like that up where you're at, but like are people more chill generally at like functions and stuff?
It's more or less, I guess, getting shot up than fighting. Not a lot of people want to fight. It's more or less getting shot up. If it's like
Yeah.
sketch, but overall, it's pretty chill. Usually, if there's a fight going on, it's over somebody being too drunk and just getting pissed off. You know,
Yeah.
most situations you can calm down by just talking to somebody. You know, you don't need to fight nobody unless you have to, kind of thing.
Yeah, that doesn't happen here most of the time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you can try to de-escalate, but I feel like with a lot of drunk, like, especially the redneck type, and I mean, I'm not stereotyping nobody, it's not everybody, but especially, like, you know, the good old boy type, it's like when they feel like you insulting their pride or, like, you telling them to calm down, like, they think when you telling them to calm down, that normally escalates the situation. It's almost a calmer
They think
you
you're
get,
telling
the piss
them-
they get.
Yeah, they
'cause
think
they're
you're
like,
telling them they have anger
think
issues.
you're
or
trying to
something.
like belittle them or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think egos are a big thing around here. I think because a lot of people want to be perceived as like the baddest person around.
The
And I
main
think in a
character.
bigger city, like the only people that are really behaving like that are people that are really about that shit. You know what I mean? It's not just a bunch of people trying to be anything. You know what I mean? I think that's a big difference.
I
'cause
understand that.
people
Right.
ain't really paying attention as much, and because Denver's got such a big population that like you got your friends in your circle, but like you can see so many people and never run into them again if you were to go to a party. I feel like But down here, you're very likely to run into the same people if you go to multiple functions.
Especially if you stayed in the same place as.
Oh, for sure, the same area.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, you didn't even go to like a party in Coleman and it be the same crowd as it was in Madison last week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just how it is down
you go
here.
to Madison and then you go like Mobile. There's a chance.
I mean, yeah, there's a chance. People kind of go all over the state to party, really. Because the thing about it is, in Denver, or really any big city, there's probably a more variety of functions and events going on, so people kind of disperse more. But down here, when there's an event like a truck meet, a car show, something like, or like a big bonfire that's thrown by somebody that's got a decent amount of popularity, most people that want to party or do party will be there. You know what I mean?
It's mostly the same people every time.
Yeah. Because I always see the same people winking up and like going to shit. Because I mean, when you hear about something, it's normally like one or two events going on in a weekend that people actually hear about. Mm-hmm. So, you know.
And most of the time they communicate and they schedule them at the same weekend, same time.
I mean, do you think that's true or like?
I would say for me, like where I'm at now, being that I'm 25, I go out maybe like twice a month kind of thing. Whereas like when I lived here, I was kind of younger. I would try to look for the parties and stuff. Now it's really just kind of work and be kind of relatively chill with my buddies. As far as like going out and kind of like partying, maybe once or twice a month. Overall, it's pretty chill. But back here, I would say, yeah, ego's more of a thing overall. For me, really, the only place I really deal with that would be in a work setting. Working in retail, even though it's still cannabis, a lot of people come off as being douchey. But that's really the most I really deal with any of that. Any kind of ego-based drama.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think people probably more easygoing. I mean, people are more like there's that Southern hospitality thing in the South. Like I would say people are more nice down here, I guess, but it's in a different way. Like people are more like passive aggressive down here. Like they'll be nice to you even if they don't like you, but like you can still tell they not. Yeah, I don't know. It's people are nice down here, and there is a truth to Southern hospitality. But when I've been in the North and stuff, I will say it feels like people are more willing to talk about more things. Like people seem more interested in what you're talking about. Like I'll get in an Uber with somebody and start talking to them about shit, and they're actually like having a conversation with me. Versus like even in Florida, it's like the people just didn't even talk to us. You know what I mean? And you get that everywhere, but like I don't know, man. It's definitely different. I think people are different up there overall.
Yeah, it's just good variety of people, I would say. Kind of hard to pinpoint it.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's another thing goes back to the population size. I mean, just kind of hard to pigeonhole one characteristic to such a large group of people because, I mean, obviously the different cultures clashing. You got a lot of people that do their own thing and live in a certain sector of the city, I'm sure. And I mean, it's like Chinatown in California or like, you know, barrios in Texas or something. I mean, you kind of have it sectioned off, but then people come together too. So kind of get that meld of cultures together. Because I mean, when we went, there's like, you know, an Indian grocery store right next to like a Vietnamese market. You know, like it's all kinds of stuff out there. That's one thing that I love about Texas and Colorado and like places that are, I guess, bigger in infrastructure than Alabama. Like there's just more variety of things like to look at and experience. But
definitely is.
Yeah, there's more culture clashing.
Have you had any like creepy experiences being out in the woods and things so much?
I tend to not get too scared. I tend to be able to protect myself. Take that as it is. But you know, when I was camping, I heard a weird noise one time. I think it was just somebody in the woods kind of watching me. But overall, nothing ever happened of it, so it was fine. But I think I heard footsteps and like somebody make a weird noise. I don't know what they were doing, but they left.
Might have been just somebody trying to mess with you or something, like just having fun, or it could have been a creepy person like stalking. Who knows?
Probably just an animal.
But or an animal for real.
I don't know. I was pretty sure it was a dude.
Mm.
I think I seen a dude, but
He
Were
might
you
have walked up. He
alone
might have
when that
walked up
happened?
on you on accident.
yeah. I mean, it could have been an accident.
Were you alone, or did you have people with you?
I was with a buddy, but he was asleep.
Do you ever go camping alone?
Personally, I haven't yet. I plan on doing it soon, though. Since it's getting warmer in the mountains.
So I just feel like that would be, which I'm different than you though. Like I can't stand being outdoors. I just get anxious about everything. Or I love being outdoors, but I had to be with people. Like if I'm alone outside at night, like that's the type of shit that just messes with me. Because I run every scenario through my head of
Yeah,
like
'cause
how something
anything
could
can
happen
happen.
and nobody's there to know. You know what I mean?
Then you have to call for help if something does happen. And then there's no telling if they're going to know where you are. You just describe where you are.
It's gotta be confident with what you know. Just know you can make a fire and shit if you need to. Catch animals if you need to. Whatnot.
But so if you were to, because you're a little bit older than us and older than a lot of people probably watching, so if you could give any like piece of advice to somebody younger than you, what would you say like the biggest thing you've learned?
I mean, kind of take things easy. It's a little cliche, but overall, like life will get to you. So you need to have a fun doing it. If you're just kind of busting ass the whole time, a lot of the times it doesn't even pay off. So you might as well have fun while you're doing it. Kind of find something that you can get into with like knowing somebody else that's already in it, kind of thing. You know, it's a lot easier to get into something if you know somebody that's already in it. You need a connection to get into things. So kind of surround yourself with people that do the same thing you're wanting to do. Really, that's about all I can think of.
Having a bridge makes it a lot easier to cross that gap.
For sure.
Well, I mean, that's a very sound piece of advice because I would agree with that because I think since I've tried to align my life more with like what I really want out of it, it's been fruitful for me compared to just throwing things out there and seeing what'll happen. So, I mean, that's kind of what I'm still doing, but it's in a way more productive manner than I was at one point in time. So,
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think you really just got to find what fits your personality and fits your time basis because not everybody's going to have the same amount of free time, the same drive to do a specific thing. But that's the beauty of being human and being different is like everybody's got their quirks and their likes and dislikes. So, and if you find people that share at least most of your passions or your opinions on like what you like to do for fun, you're going to end up having a lot of fun because when you're around people that enjoy doing what you're doing, you just enjoy it even more. So, yeah,
Sure.
I agree with that. But,
When you find people who enjoy something collectively, it becomes more of like a group project than a hassle. You know what I'm saying? It makes you more motivated to.
and also having like help doing things too,
Yeah.
like or having somebody to go to if you have a question about something is very helpful. Like say you tried to snowboard and knew nobody that did it.
It creates like
you
a
would have to-
brainstorm as well.
Mm.
Like when it comes to making like a project or making like just anything like this podcast, for instance. If I didn't know you and you make content, like if I didn't have you as a close friend, I wouldn't have done this. There's no way I could have done it on my own. I mean, I could have searched for somebody online, but it wouldn't have been anywhere near as good.
Well,
No way.
starting up like a podcast, one of the things I feel like you need to have somewhat of a baseline connection with the person you're going to do it with because
predetermined friendship
'Cause, I
or
mean,
like something.
It's not easy to sit in front of a camera and attempt to be entertaining for an hour every week, especially if you don't like, because there's a lot of podcasts I watch where two famous people do a podcast together, take like
Two celebrities do a podcast and they don't necessarily like each other,
yeah,
but they just do it because
like
they're
take
business
Logan
partners.
Paul and his old co-host George Janko. They were like a popular duo, but you could tell that there was a big tension between them all the time because he was super religious and Logan don't believe in that, right? So they would clash like crazy.
Yeah, there was a big culture
And
clash.
that does create good entertainment, but for longevity, like he ended up leaving the show because of that. So you can't really sustain. Like one of my favorite dynamics is these guys named Peyton and Cam, and I'm actually going to Houston to see them do a live show again. But they argue with each other all the time, but you can tell it's genuine, just like friends, like almost
like
brothers,
debating.
like beefing with each other. It's not them. They're like once the cameras are off, they're still like smiling and having fun. It's not like they're just filming and
They're just
going
beefing
home.
it
And,
up.
so I feel like, yeah. Long story short, you gotta definitely
Find your dynamics.
find your dynamic, find your niche, find your group that you fit in with, and just go for it. And I think not caring what people think is a piece of advice I would give
Oh,
that I've
dude.
had to really work on.
Feel free of critiques and judgments because they don't mean anything to you after 5 minutes. They shouldn't, at least.
And one thing that made me really realize it is a lot of people that at one point hated on me for certain things ended up coming around and kind of realizing that they didn't know everything and their way wasn't the only right way. And I mean, that's another thing about growing up and realizing that a lot of times when people don't like what you're doing, it's because they're not happy with what they're doing. Because most successful people don't have the time to critique what you're doing, which healthy critique is good. But if you're one of those people that just constantly spreads hatred onto people and puts down everybody, I mean, it's just not really a healthy way for you or anybody else.
It's an overall
to live,
negative
you know?
mindset. We don't like overall negative mindsets.
No, only positivity over here, man.
Yeah,
It's in
positivity,
the name, you know what I mean?
It's in my name, man.
But let's see. How long have we been running for anyway?
Does it even say?
Oh my god, an hour and 12. Well, honestly, man, you
got
got
anything
anything
else
else
you
you
wanna
want to say?
On my ass, that's hurting what's up.
Oh yeah, that's getting a little sore.
But I can answer anything else.
All right, well, on Noah's sore ass, I think that's been a good podcast.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys have a great one. It's been a great podcast, getting to know Noah more.
Oh yeah, man.
And
Sure.
glad to have you on.
Good song.
Cool.
You guys, Eli normally does the intro, but I think I'm going to try it this time. You guys have a great... Yeah, no, you got it.
Well, y'all have a great day or night or evening or whatever the hell time
Whatever
it is
time
for
you
you.
watch
How
this,
am I supposed to know? I'm just a dude on the screen. You know what I'm saying? But I really do hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I think it was a really good one. I enjoyed having Noah back. As you know, he lives in Colorado, so don't get to see him a lot. So, you know, any chance we get to come together is always lit. So, hope you enjoyed watching it, hearing a little bit about his experience, what he got going on, and yeah, definitely see y'all next week. Hope you come back and chill with us again, man. And remember, be good people. If you're doing something, damn it, be good at it. See y'all next week.
Y'all have a good one. Be safe.